Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says public investments in infrastructure have dropped each decade since the 60s, and reversing that trend has helped build long-term economic growth and resilience. She adds that these investments include projects that would strengthen the Savannah port, which acts as a huge economic driver not only for the region, but the country as a whole.
This port's ability to receive and ship goods effectively and efficiently matters tremendously for our country's economic strength. Deepening the Savannah harbor will be transformative in enabling more heavily loaded vessels to enter and exit the harbor more easily.
Yellen calls this modern supply-side economics and says it's the reason the nation has undergone historic economic recovery within the last 2 years. Mayor Van Johnson says he's proud of the growth the Georgia Ports Authority was able to accomplish throughout that time, even amidst a global pandemic.
Largest single container terminal in the Western Hemisphere. The busiest export container port in the country. And a port that, despite the pandemic and all of the challenges that we face, never closed and kept things moving.
Yellen adds that when she left Washington this morning, Congress was still unsure whether they'd be able to come to an agreement on federal spending that would avoid a complete government shutdown. She says if that were to happen, it would have real impacts on Americans who rely on the government on a daily basis.
Things like payments for food stamps and nutritional benefits, a loss of government services across the board. And, you know, there will be people like members of our armed forces who are forced to stay on the job, but they're not going to be paid until it's over.
Yellen says if the government shuts down, the Council of Economic Advisors predicts the U.S. could see a 0.2 drop in national annual growth per week. In Savannah, Christian Felt, Fox 28 News at 10.